585, we put on for the city. We want rumble, who with me? Nothing but hard hustle, grind, and we gritty. Summertime, no, it's bound to get litty. So we put on for the city. 585, I just hope that they hear me. Yeah, keeping the G, keeping the G. Always with my nigga Kcee. Yeah, keeping the G, keeping the G, keeping the G. We put on for the city.
You are now tuned in to Keeping the G with Kcee. You know I keep my co-host League with me.
What's good, y'all?
We got Ball out behind the camera.
What's good?
Today we got a special guest.
Shotty, man, Demon Time New York. That's what it is, man. Demon Time Exotics as well. We got the Za and the merch. Tapped in.
Heavy. So this is a guy from our towns, man. We've been linked and crossed paths back in high school because we both played football, you know what I'm saying? And our schools went at it. I don't think y'all ever fuck with us though, right?
I ain't gonna lie though, really shit. We have it. He's got the best Edison every year though.
We was top contenders at all time, know that in our city at least for sure. But today we're gonna talk about him and what he got going on with his merch and what he got going on because he's a guy from the city that made it out and found his own way. He's an entrepreneur and making his way to the top, and he hustling and trying to get his merch out there, and I respect how he move and I fuck with his merch and I like how it look. I was fucking with the socks. You sent me the
website,
the Facebook link.
Yeah,
that shit was tough. I was looking at a couple of your items that you had on there, like the shirts you had for the kids or the
I got men's, women, and kids.
That was official, bro, and I didn't know you had the exotics. So that's even better, bro. Weed is legal.
Yes, it is.
So talk to us more about what you got going on. So like when you started your merch.
Really, I'm not even a year into the game, bro.
Okay.
I'm only like 8 months. I went to New York City last year, I want to say March, February. And I spent the $1,200 that Trump was giving niggas. Y'all spent y'all $1,200? This mine right here.
That boy invested.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
Invest your shit. Stop spending it and start investing.
Okay.
But back to what we was talking about. That $1,200 Trump gave us type shit, I put in $500 with that. So my first drop cost me $1,700. That's not my first total investment because I had to go get the machines and the things like that. But I spent $1,700 and I got jumping from there. Really all it was getting the machines first, getting the merch second, and then getting into the streets and getting the people's faces and letting them know, like, my name Noah, you feel me, this is my merch, this is what I do, and letting them really get a feel for it, because, like, sometimes people will see it, not like it, or they'll see it, and they'll have something else to say, oh, you got this color, you got that color, feel this. You know what I'm saying? Put it in people's hands so they can really feel the merch, and then they be like, all right. Then once you got a movement behind it, they're going to fuck with it. So that's really what I was just doing, and that's what I'm still doing right now.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, my fault.
Go ahead. Like, when you hit me, when I seen your post, you feel me? It was more important about the publicity for me on some shit because I really need the publicity to get more out there so I can start selling more because the way our town work is if you're not popular, you're not going to sell a lot. Okay. You know what I mean? So, like, I make sales, but my sales is strategic, you know what I mean? I'll go get myself strategically because I know I'm not the popular guy. I can't just post on Facebook and my shit gonna sell out. Absolutely. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying, get around that and find a way until I get out here and I get my name out here and then people start seeing the merch like, oh, that shit fire. Every time he drop, it's gonna sell out. But right now, you feel me, I'm only 8 months into the game. I ain't complaining. We just getting our name out here, really.
Yeah, honestly, bro, I got two things to say about that. As far as you got going on, and I seen on you got your website, your shit sold out on your website, so you're doing something right. You feel what I'm saying? As far as that, your shit look official. You look like you. I'm good, bro. Official. Your shit look official. You know what I'm saying? And it's good quality, like you said. Touch it, feel it. You know what I'm saying? You got good quality. It look like you put time in it. And you actually put your money where your mouth is, bro. Your merch is good, bro. So. How is that?
This would not cut you off, but this would be my third drop. So in a year, well, not 8 months. I'm gonna say 8 months. Within an 8 month period, I did the fall drop, which was black and white. I did a black and white colorway, and I did 7 different color logos. So you see how like these is red and white. Yeah. It was just one color, and I did 7 colors type shit. So it was either black or white suits, and then you got 7 different colorways on each suit. So that was my first drop, and then the second drop, that's the first drop right there. Come on the camera, bro. This my brand ambassador. This my brother, man. He support my shit every day.
It's poppin', man. Philly Blanche, Project Phil. Come get a cut. Level 22 Monroe.
Yes, sir.
Talk to him.
Demon Time cuts, man. So yeah, that was the first drop. They looked like that. Then we did a second drop, which was shorts and tees. I had the tees and then the shorts, and then this was my third drop. So within a year, I did 3 drops, which I'm proud of myself because, like I said, I'm not the popular guy, but I was still able to make my money and make some more drop. And now I'm just like, it's part of staying consistent. Now we're just keeping my name out there, keep dropping, so people are like, oh, that shit fire. And then I got a lot of kids. That's why you like when you seen on the website, I had kids. I'm really not looking to design for kids, but I had a lot of people saying, yo, my kid would like that hoodie, my kid would like that hoodie. So why not make the money and make some kid hoodies? You know what I mean? That's just free money. It's not really what I wanted to go to, but I was paying attention to the streets and understanding my audience, and they just kept saying, kids, 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 kids. When you gonna drop something specifically for the girls? Because these are unisex. Men and women can't wear these. You know what I mean? It's just girls really want something specific for girls. Dudes want stuff specific for dudes, and then they want something for kids. So I'm like, all right, I gotta find a way to get the kids and the women in here. And that's right now I got some graphic tees, vintage graphic tees for the women and kids, and I got some hoodies for kids as well. So make sure y'all check out that website, www.demontimeny.com.
You talked about a bunch of like your struggles, like starting off and everything. So like, how was it when you did try to get people to initially fuck with it? Did you have to give away some free shit? Did you have to eat a lot of your bread at that in the beginning before you start like getting...
Yeah and no. For me, and that's the same thing, even right now, still to this day, if this shit don't profit, I'm cool. As long as I make my money back and I get my name out there. Because that's the most important in their first year of business, is getting my name out there. Because people are not just going to buy something and they don't know you, they don't know nothing about you, you know what I mean? So you got to get into the streets, and you really got to get into the streets. And like you said, my struggles, I tried to post on Facebook a couple times and be like the other people and just like, I'm going to post and my shit going to sell out. It didn't happen like that. It probably took like 3 days. And I'm such an action person. When they took them 3 days, I'm like, I ain't getting no money. Nah. I ain't with this one. We got to fix something. So I instantly went to the streets. And what I knew is turn to the dope boys, because they got money. They got money in their pocket. They ain't going to tell you come back tomorrow. If they want it, they like it, they going to buy it right now. So that's kind of what I did. I loaded my truck up with all the merch I had at the time. And then I just pulled up onto all the blocks where I know people be outside and stuff like that. And I just pulled up like, yo, pop the trunk. Yo, I got merch for sale. When they were seeing it, some people would say they don't fuck with it. Some people say this size too big, I can't wear it. You know what I mean? But majority of my shit sold out doing that. So that came to my head like, oh, that's my crowd, that's my niche. Because that's another thing, people be trying to just sell shit and they don't know their niche. They don't know who their target audience is. So I had to low-key find my target audience, and I noticed it was more so to say the street people, the people that's actually in the streets, that's on Demon Time. They not just out here, you know what I'm saying, I'm on Demon Time. Nah, they really living this shit. They really doing this shit. So they, feel me, they clothes, they fit the vibe. That's really what it was for me. So once I found that, it was like, all right, that was the sweatsuit drop. Then the shorts came. I'm like, go straight to the streets. Before I even post on Facebook, Facebook got what was second, what I had left type shit. But the streets got what I had first because I knew that was my niche. So like you said, just finding your struggles is really finding your niche. Once you find that niche, them struggles start weeding themselves away. Like, you feel me? I still got mistakes that I make and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm only 8 months into the game. I started designing maybe a year. I've been designing for like a year since last December, but actually making merch type shit, probably 8 months type shit since I did my first drop.
No, first I like the way you did that. You said Facebook wasn't working out for you, so you hit the streets. You started targeting people that you feel like will rock your clothing. Because too often, a lot of times I feel like you hear people say, "Oh, people support what's popular, blah blah." You made yourself, all right, this dude might be popping in the streets. Let me go get him some hoodies. Let me go get him some hoodies. So once they start rocking it, everybody gonna be like, "What is that? What is that?" Now you making your shit popular.
And another thing too, like I feel like my first year will help me to get themselves and out there and price my shit too high. I see a lot of people that got merch right now, but they pricing it crazy high. When you ain't got no story, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta make it reasonable to the point where they can bite it. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta put that bait out there like, oh, these hoodies right here is $50. I'm not charging you $100. I could charge you $100 if I was Supreme or somebody, but I'm not Supreme yet. Y'all don't know me like Supreme yet. So I gotta get to that level, and then I can charge you $100. You know what I mean? So it's more of a long-term game. This ain't no shit where I can just, you feel me, put some hoodies out there for $100 and y'all like, who the fuck is this nigga selling hoodies for $100? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real shit though. Cause I know me personally, I know niggas come to me like, oh, this what's up. Bro, I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? But if I did know you and I knew you was a straightforward nigga or your movement, I might support it just because I fuck with the movement. So that's really what it was for me, is just getting that name out there, getting that movement, so niggas can know like, all right, Demon Time New York, that's it.
That shit quality too though.
That's a fact.
And that shit costs. Especially getting it in how you getting it in, just ordering mad shit too.
And like I said, my first drop ever, if you pay attention, I said I went to New York City. You know what I'm saying? So I actually,
at 1200.
Not even, I spent 17 because I spent 1200 that Trump gave us, and then I put an extra 500 with it to grab everything I needed. But when I went to New York City, I wasn't just going. I already had my places that I needed to go type shit, the manufacturers and the buildings that I needed to go see type shit. And I went and put my hands on it before I just ordered samples, or from like, when you order samples online and shit like that, me personally, it always come back fucked up. Like I said, I'm only 8 months in the game, so don't really take my word for too granted on that, because you know, obviously further down the line, I'm gonna have companies where they're gonna send me shit and it's gonna be correct. But right now, everything been fucked up, so it was like, I need to put my hands on it before I spend my bread. This is my first time doing it. If I spend all this and they come back to some shitty bullshit ass clothes, people ain't gonna wear it.
Right.
So I was like, all right, let me get out here first, take that initial, go out there, put my hands on it, feel it, like, nope, this company, I don't want them, this people, I don't want them, oh, this the one I want. You know what I mean? So I really had to literally physically go, put my hand on the inside, now that material don't feel good, because people are gonna be wearing this stuff. So that's what, you know what I mean? Every business is different, but I understood, like, shit, if that material, if I don't like it, if it's too scratchy on the inside on my legs, I know y'all ain't gonna wanna wear it, so I'm like, it's a waste of my money. And that's how I feel with the online is. Like, you might get some shit, it may look fire online, but it may be scratchy on the inside because you ain't put your hand on it.
That's a fact.
That's marketing, bro. Quick question, because
You
you
give a
broke it
free
down.
game for real.
You just broke it down like you've been in the game for 5+ years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quick question. You ever been to college?
Yeah, I did, but I went to college for something totally different. And the reason why I'm home from college is because my professor kept it 100 with me. He literally told me, because I was going to college, right, for architecture, and I was doing pretty good in school. Like, I was going to classes and doing what I had to do, but it came to a point where I didn't have no financial backing at home. My mom and them ain't like the people that can just, here go some bread, you feel me? Like, I'm a real hustler, baby. Like, feel me, 16, had a job type shit. So it was like, I already knew going into college I wasn't gonna have too much, but I thought it was gonna be easy. You know how everybody make college seem it's easy, but it really wasn't. Me personally, I didn't eat none of the dorm food, so it was like, damn, how you gonna eat? You gotta eat every day. Your stomach gonna growl, my nigga. That's just some shit you can't avoid. But I gotta go to class and I gotta do this. But you feel me? Like I said, I don't want to fuck with the dorm food. This shit terrible in the dorm. So what I had to do is turn to the streets. So I started, not so to say the streets, but start trapping again, because that's just what I knew at the time, type shit. So it was like, all right, I gotta feed myself. So I gotta do this. I started slowly weeding away from the class, and my professor kept it real with me, like, yo, you a great student, but you just not coming to class. What's up? And I'm like, I gotta work to feed myself, and I really can't focus on the class aspect of it. You know what I mean? And he was on some shit like, well, what's your ultimate goal? And I'm like, my ultimate goal is I want to buy and sell houses. That's my dream job. Just buy houses, fix them up, sell them. Like, that's really what I want to do type shit. That's what this is going to pay for me to be able to do. But this is my stepping stone to get to that level. And that's basically why I came back home. And when I came back home, I had a couple ins and out jobs, trapping and shit like that. But then I got a construction job, and that shit was really hard work. Like, bro, construction, you niggas is crazy. You niggas is crazy, bro. This shit was, bro, literally, I'm looking. Imagine, like, you know them big ass blocks that you build buildings with. And I'm lifting them shits all day long, 8 to 10 hour shifts for $15 an hour. My whole head, I'm just scratching because it's hard work. It ain't no easy, you feel me, no factory job where you just slinging the shit. It's boring. No, this is hard work. I come home, my back hurting, but I'm all getting $15 an hour.
You was really getting right.
Getting crazy, like, bro, getting crazy, but it was low money, and I'm like, nah, this ain't for me. You feel me? Like I said, I had other jobs. I'm like, nah, this ain't for me. So then I'm like, what can I do? And then that's when unemployment and all that shit started happening. I started seeing people get unemployment. So I'm like, damn, I can't get unemployment because I got a job. These motherfuckers not trying to fire me. So I just quit. And when I quit, I started picking up the pack. You feel me? I started trapping or whatever. And then that's when Trump just started blessing with the 1,200. I instantly kept mine. It was like, I'm going to put mine aside and try to invest it, because I didn't know, like, what else was going to come out of this pandemic. I didn't know if I was going to end up having to go back to a job, but I knew in my head I didn't want no job. Still to this day, I say, if I think I gotta need a job, I need to work harder. Because I really don't need a job, I just need to work harder. Because when I get a job, that's all I'm gonna end up doing anyway, is working harder for another man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have my business that I'm gonna have, and then now I gotta go clock in for him. I might as well clock in for myself twice as hard, and then see if I can get some residuals that way. And that's kind of really how it is now. So I don't be thinking about the money or none of that. It's just like getting my name out there, getting my time into it. Because like I said, I'm 8 months into the game. And like you said, I know because I do my homework. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can speak how I speak. I watch YouTube University. That's what college I went to, bro. YouTube University, bro. That's what I tell everybody. I went to YouTube University. All this, I learned how to do this design. Like, I learned how to, first and foremost, first thing I ever did, and I had to learn from YouTube, was LLC. Kids, don't start a business. Don't show your shit to you LLC. Protect yourself, people. Protect yourself.
Talk to him.
Because somebody going to see Demon Time New York, say, that shit fire. Let me go look and see if I can buy that. You know what I mean? And if it ain't LLC, if it ain't trademark, they just going to copy it. They ain't even going to try to buy it. They just going to copy it. You know what I mean? So I had to make sure I got LLC. And like I said, YouTube University taught me that. They showed me, like, all right, First thing in business, you get your LLC, you get your shit set up to the point where now I'm paying taxes on this. This ain't no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real, dude. I ain't just selling merch on Facebook. Nah, I gotta pay taxes from all of this. You know what I mean? I get, like, these sneakers right here, because they advertisement, I get my money back from those. That's another key for y'all niggas, man. Y'all want to get fly, get a business, take some pictures and use it as advertisement, and you're gonna get your money back from your sneakers that you paid for. That's free game.
Talk to him, bro.
But really, it's shit like that for me, like YouTube University really taught me things like niggas be going to get chains. You can get a chain with your brand on it and get your money back versus just getting a bust down chain right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit that I want to get into, and what I really want to do with this brand is like turn this shit up so crazy to the point where everybody on the wave. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The way you talking about this shit, bro, you on your way, bro.
No
You know what I'm
cap,
saying?
appreciate that,
Cause
yo.
cap.
True say, bro, you know a lot more about this type of shit than I do. And this type of shit I'm trying to get into as well.
Right.
So,
and I'm always willing to help, bro. Not to cut you off, but I'm always willing to help, bro. Anybody that got questions, bro, I'm gonna give him my information. Make sure y'all hit me up, cause I'm willing to help everybody. I want to see everybody eat, bro. I ain't hating on nobody. You know what I mean? Like, this is all easy work. It ain't hard work. It ain't easy work. But it's easy work to the point where you can do it. It ain't some rocket science shit where I was like, oh, how the fuck I do that? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, right now I'm tapping into the metaverse, because if y'all pay attention to what's going on, that's where the world is going, type shit. So, and in this type of business, it's another form of advertisement for me. You know what I mean? Even for y'all type shit, when y'all do y'all interviews and shit like that, y'all may be interviewing somebody on the metaverse, but they may be in California and you in New York, and y'all still can make it look like how we looking right now, type shit.
Yeah.
So really, I've been tapped in with that, and like, that's a lot of coding, but that's a little hard work for me because that's something I never did before. I'm not a coder, nigga. I'm not computer, like, let me figure out all this information, you know what I mean? Like, I know how to design, and that's pretty much it. Design and make money. That's what I know how to do.
That's
so
what I know. I don't know how to design.
That's a fact. But for my business, I wanted to grow. I had to learn that coding because the metaverse, that's where the world is going to go to. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, if I'm going to sit here and stay stagnant and just stay trapping out the trunk and, you know what I mean, going and putting up on blocks, but that ain't going to get me to where I want to go, because I always thought bigger than where we is right now in Rochester, New York. You know what I mean? I always, like, right now, I want to get decent in Rochester and move to New York City, get decent in New York City, and then I can, you know what I mean, expand the, exactly.
Get there. That's a smart business move for you, bro. I
Yeah.
respect that, bro.
That's a
Like
fact.
I said, you dropping gems on not only me, but you're
Big
talking to
gems.
the fans. Bro.
Everybody,
Everybody gonna tune in and tap in, and now they see the merch, they gonna fuck with you. You shout out your website. I'm gonna have best tag your website and all that shit in there, bro. You giving out gems, bro. You need to get a YouTube channel and start talking to people about marketing, bro.
Nah, no cap though. A couple people told me that I want to get a YouTube channel. That is coming next, because I want to teach y'all how to actually create the merch. Because for me, when I first started, I started with a vinyl machine. This ain't vinyl, this is screen printer. I started with a vinyl machine. Vinyl machine is just like, you just like plucking the shit out, but it might fall off. Learning mistakes of the game, you know what I mean? Like, I had, let me see that hoodie right there, bro? Like this, yeah. This is vital. It look good. This a year long too. This is a good hoodie. You feel me? But it took so much fucking time plucking every single one of these shits out that I'm like, nah, the time is what makes me money. You know what I mean? When I'm sitting here, I'm plucking this shit out, and it take me an hour just to do one hoodie, and I'm charging $40. I want to get paid $40 an hour. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? I need to do at least 2-3 hoodies to make my $40 an hour.
Fuck up too. You can mess up.
Exactly. And this shit can peel off.
Right.
But I had to start somewhere, so I wasn't also like, damn, I'm not going to do that because that's what I could afford at the time. So you got to start with what you can afford, and that's what I could afford at the time. Once that made some money, I did the shorts. Once I did the shorts, I did some shit called Super Color. Y'all can use Super Color too. That's another way that y'all could get some logos on the merch. It probably cost y'all like anywhere from $4 to probably $10, and you got to get a minimum of 10 of them, so probably like $100 total. That's your total investment, $100, and y'all can get some merch with y'all logo, or anybody in the world that, you know what I'm saying, they just want to get some.
Chop it up about that after the show.
They want some. They just want their logo on some shit, but they ain't got nobody to make them. Supercolor.com, man. Look up Supercolor, and I'm telling y'all, all y'all gotta do is have a heat press. If y'all ain't got a heat press machine, y'all can get a heat gun. It's mad ways around it, but y'all just can't take no for an answer. And that's basis behind my brand, Demon Time New York, is we not taking no for an answer. We on Demon Time with everything. We not settling. You're not gonna tell us no. If you tell us we can't get in your mall, well, we trying to buy the mall. That's the type of energy we gonna have with everything. That's why we on the way we is, and everybody be fucking with the wave, because it's like, shit, okay, you ain't gonna buy it, now I'm gonna try to make your mans buy it. If he don't buy it, I'm gonna try to make him buy it. If he don't buy it, they like, nah, I fuck with bro. Like, he really out here on some street. And that's what, like I said, when I pulled up on the blocks, that's what one of the main things they just kept saying to me was like, yo, bro, you out here. Like, I fuck with you. You out here. Because I was really, all right, you good? All right, you good? All right. Somebody over here gonna buy it before I pull off this block. Type shit. Like, and that's just the type of energy I want.
I like that. You a good salesman then.
Yeah. It wasn't even sort of say salesman. It was just, I need people in my stuff right now. You know what I mean? That's how I get famous. Once people, I walk in the store, that's why every time I go somewhere, I always have my brand on, because I might walk in the store and somebody say, oh, I like that hoodie. Here go my website. Literally, like, that's the first thing here go my website, because for one, this ain't no play. Like I said, I'm LLC. I got to pay taxes on this. I take this shit real serious. I want my kids to eat off of this. I got a daughter. I want her to make Demon Time New York. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really take this shit super, super serious type shit.
And we could tell, bro, because you seem like you did your homework, like you said, and you fully invested, and I like it, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm glad we did this interview, bro.
I appreciate it. Anytime, man. Anytime y'all need an interview, y'all need some gems or anything, let me know, because I'm definitely willing to help anybody, bro. Like, I want to see everybody going. I also make merch. I make the stickers. Everything is made in-house. We make all our stickers for our bags. So if y'all need bags for y'all Mylars, y'all can follow my other business page, The Ill Graphics, on Instagram. We make merch. That's where I make all the custom merch and all the bags. Demon Time Exotics is where all the exotics is at. Demon Time _ New York is where all the merch is at. And these is separate. You see, reason why the exotic and the merch is separate is because nobody really wants to wear some shit with Za all over it. You know what I mean? So you got to separate it. Just because you may have a weed brand and you want to get some merch, try to make it a little bit different. You might sell a little bit more, because if I was to, let's say, what's this, apple fritter? If I made a hoodie with apple fritter all over it, Za, you know what I mean? Who actually really going to wear that? You know what I mean? It's nobody.
Kids won't be able to go to school with it because they're gonna say
exactly, bro.
Some things gotta be advertised, like you gotta be able to promote it, and some brands won't be like, oh, that's weed, we're not promoting that.
Exactly, and you see, like, for instance, runts and cookies and shit like that. Like you said, some of that shit can't get worn in school because they may have a marijuana leaf on it. That's why I separated my brands, because if this go bankrupt, I still got this. This you sue this shit, I still got this. They two separate entities, but I still own both of them. And then, you know what I mean, I got other, like I said, the Ill Graphics that I make Mylars, and I got make custom t-shirts. I made the logos for this shit's at. This logo right behind this. I made the logo for the shop. Like, I also design shit. So that's another way that, like, once you learn the skill of making merch and stuff like that, it's easy money to make money, because somebody, not speak bad, but somebody always dying. You know what I mean? People need shirts when people die, so come to me. You know what I mean? So I put that out there when I'm pulling up on blocks, just because, not so to say I know they out here and I know shit happens to people. Not so to say I want anything to happen because I want to make some money. No, that's not the case. But I know real shit happen to people, so I be telling them like, yo,
graduation, you know what everybody wants
exactly, birthdays, but you know what I mean? I just tell niggas like, yo, I make t-shirts as well, not for Demon Time New York, so it ain't gotta say Demon Time New York. If you, like you said, you want your class of 2020 or something like that, I make those t-shirts as well, just because it's easy money and it's practice for when I'm doing this. You know what I mean? That what I really care about is practice, and that's really what it's mainly about: the practice, the education part of it, and paying them taxes.
Talk to them.
Gotta pay them taxes when you own the business. This ain't play.
I was thinking about that with what you're saying with your merch, and how the next step is, and with just being write-offs, all types of write-offs, that's just gonna help your company grow.
Yeah.
And according to your lifestyle, you feel me? How you live your life.
That's
so
a
people
fact.
gonna buy into it and shit.
So
like cars, all that.
I got one last question, bro, because you talked about how you got your 1700, you went to the city, you found your vendor, and you got your merch, and you tested all the different merch. But how much did the machine cost you to be able to print on your shirts or your sweaters?
All right, so I was buying them over weeks at a time, but you can look on Marketplace. Like, I just brought, the newest machine I just brought cost me $400. It was a 4-screen press, and it's so I can do like these right here. What I did on this is screen printing is like ink into the actual shirt, to the point where this ain't coming off. You know what I mean? Like, this is ink onto the actual shirt, versus what this was was just sticking, not so to say stitched in or stuck on top. I heat pressed it and I stuck it on top. Versus this is actually into the.
So it's naturally gonna come out from you just washing it.
And not so to say it's gonna come out, cause like I'm pretty sure bro washed this. This is a year old. You feel me? The logo is still on there.
Okay.
Type shit. Like it ain't peel off not one time, but you see like it made crack or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've had things where people say like, yo, my shit came off, and I gotta give them a free hoodie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just good business. You know what I mean? And like I said,
the cons, and you learned that. You feel me?
it was my first time ever dropping. That's why when the second drop came, I went to super color because I wanted to try something different. I didn't want to hear people saying, "Oh, my shit falling off" or something like that. What's good, OG? So, you feel me? Like it's. I'm 8 months into the game and I'm already at this point. Y'all seeing this great quality. Just imagine where I'm gonna go. I still want to stitch stuff. Like I got fucking. I'm gonna send you some shit just so you can put it in there. But like I got jeans that I want to do. This is literally my third drop in 1 year. You know what I mean? So I still left myself room for improvement. But the machines, I would say, the newest one was 400. The vinyl cutter was like 300 to 400, but you can find those on Marketplace for maybe like 200 realistically. But like I said, that's the vinyl. It may come off, and you're gonna be sitting there plucking. Time matters in this business. I would go to super color. I wouldn't even mess with a vinyl cutter. You're gonna save the $300. The $300 that you buy the vinyl cutter with, you can buy the logos and some merch, and already have merch out. Versus you still gotta wait and pluck all these and create to go buy the merch and create it. So. You feel me? That was a learning mistake that I learned on the second one. Like I didn't even have to weed all that. I should have saved the $300 on the vinyl cutter and just went to super color. Super color, I said that was like what? You're gonna pay $4 to like $10 for a transfer. A transfer is just basically like your logos on a sheet of paper type shit. They send it to you and then you can heat press it. The heat press, you can find the minimum one I would tell you to get is gonna be 16 by 16. So it's a square heat press, 16 by 16. It go by size. That one will probably cost you like $160 to $180 on Amazon. But it's Amazon quality. You gotta start somewhere. Don't stress yourself. Pay the $180. But understand that you do have to get a better one because those are not what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like the temperature may say 340, but it actually may be like 300. You know what I mean? So you gotta put it up a little bit higher on the machine so it can actually get the 340 that you really want it to be. So the machine that you should get probably costs like $8,000 to $1,000, but it's worth it though. Like I said, you ain't got to worry about your temperatures being wrong. You press it one time, it may have a slide out drawer, so it has benefits to you paying $1,000. But start with the 180 because you got to start somewhere. That's where I started. You know what I mean? And y'all, like I said, this is my third drop this year, and I'm already at twice as better quality. So start wherever you got to start. Don't feel bad about, you know what I'm saying? Get your name out there. That's what I tell everybody. Get your name out there. Worry about the rest of it later. But first, before you even get your name, LLC. Protect yourself. You feel me? Once you think about an idea, go protect it with the LLC, and then go buy the machines to the point where once you make it, you good. You're not even thinking about the LLC at this point. You're like, all right, I'm good. To the point if a nigga try to copy you, your shit fired, it can't happen. You know what I mean? You can send them a cease and desist or whatever the case may be, and that may be having to be getting a business lawyer. But once you send that cease and desist, you don't have to worry about him ever copying your shit again, because if he do, you can take him to court and get paid. Simple as that. So that's why I be like, and another thing too is when y'all buying these, when y'all using these logos, not so to say logos, but like the fonts, and the things, what you just said?
Watermark.
The watermarks. Not so to say even the watermarks. You know how like somebody may go on Google and type in skull and just grab a skull PNG file. Yeah. That's technically licensed. You can get sued for that if you try to use that in your logo. So I went and bought my stuff, and that's all from YouTube. Learning YouTube University and sitting there watching hour-long videos on how to get a business started. What should you do? How to do this? How to do that? I'm gonna give you a couple of examples. Like YouTube, I went to how to start a business, how to find vendors, because finding vendors you can get scammed too as well, because you might see like AliExpress and WhatsApp and shit like that. They say, or Instagram, they say, yo, here go my WhatsApp, and then you send them a PayPal or some shit like that. You don't get your merch. So that's another thing that you got to be learning from YouTube University, and that's kind of why I really wanted to get my hands on it. As long as, well, as when you feel it, sometimes it may not be the actual quality that you think it is, so you had to get your hands on it. But how to file your taxes, because that's like something that I just recently did, because I got taxes coming up. This ain't something I never did before. I never had a business. Usually I go on TurboTax, take a picture of my W-2s, and that's it. But it ain't like that for me this year. Like I actually got to pay somebody to file my taxes and get organized and stuff like that. And really how to file a trademark, because that was probably one of the hardest things to do. You gotta file your trademark to the point where, like I said, you LLC, a trademark is two different things, but it's in the same process type shit. You're gonna do it at the same time. When you creating your business, you're gonna do it at the same time. And when I did, is like, bro, when I say it's like essay, not sort of say essays, but it's a pamphlet. Like, it ain't no shit that I ever learned how to do in school. It's not what they taught me in school. I really had to look at it and like, what the fuck is this? If you put this information in and you pay for it, you don't get your money back, but they reject your shit. You know what I mean? So now you just wasted $100 type shit on some shit that you thought was gonna go through and it didn't go through. Type shit. That shit happens often. So that YouTube really helped. Look on YouTube, find whatever you gotta find, but machines, heat press, super color, or you can use the silhouette cameo, and that's really it, bro. And like now I'm about to start, after I got my the screen printing. That's the most important. If you want to, like, for instance, but you don't really have to do screen printing, because screen printing for me saves me money. I made myself my manufacturer, and that's another thing I didn't really talk about. This year, instead of me finding somebody to make all my shit, I made myself the manufacturer. So like I said, I can make a shirt for you now. Not just, I own the clothing brand and I can only make shit for myself because I know some guy in China that make my shit. Nah, I made myself the manufacturer to the point where I can make all my shit. I save time, I save money, and I can actually make it to exactly what I want. Because when you're dealing with a manufacturer, he may be a Chinese guy, and I say Chinese because that's a lot who we work with in this building, not to be racist to anybody, but we deal with a lot of Chinese factories and stuff like that, and you dealing with the language difference. They don't speak no English. You feel me? When you text something, it just get translated into their phone into Chinese, but when you text it, it may not translate over. You know what I mean? So things may be, you may want this in a certain font, like this is called chaos font or something like that. You may want chaos font, and he might tap in KI. You know what I mean? So now it's a whole different font type shit. So shit like that, I really made myself focus on learning the process of actually being a manufacturer and making yourself. So now, if I was to go to a manufacturer, I know exactly what to tell him, how he should put it into his computer and things like that. And that was like I said, the screen printing. That's what made me go get the screen printing, because I'm like, damn, I don't like doing the weed and shit like that. Super color that's taking me long to get the logos. What can I do to make it up? I'm like, the screen print machine. So now that's a machine that I bought. I haven't even used it, I want to say, maybe 10 times. Just like learn the process. I did these, that's one time, and then like learn the process because I also create like vintage t-shirts. I like vintage style shit. So like the NASCAR t-shirts, the like the wrestling t-shirts, the old football shirts. I like stuff like that. I got a lot of those on my website too. But I like creating stuff like that, so I had to learn the screen printing, and now I want to move into like what you got in your hat, embroidery. You feel me? Doing shit like that, and embroidery jeans and stuff like that. So that's another machine that I gotta get into.
It's like a sewing machine or some shit.
Yeah, it's like a sewing machine, and that shit
costs.
That shit costs. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 racks minimum, bro. No cap, bro. And that's what I be saying. Like, and I'm 23 years old. Niggas our age, bro, and in our city, bro, they would literally go run up 10 racks and go buy a nice car. And that's it. You just got a nice car that's gonna depreciate for once, so you ain't getting no money back on it. You feel me? It may be a Benz. Now you gotta pay what, $130 to $200 just for an oil change, all these extra bills. When like me, I'm focused on what I want to do down the line. So now if I go spend that 10, I can make my 10 back within, you know what I'm saying, 6 months type shit, or I can literally just cruise control, build my credit with it, because you can do the credit shit, or you can just pay the 10 racks at a time. If you do the credit, you building your business credit, which is also good, because sometimes when your personal credit get declined, you can use your business credit. And when your business credit declines sometimes, you can use both. So now you ain't got to go get a cosigner, because you know how like sometimes you get a car and they be like, oh, your credit ain't good enough, you need a cosigner. Well, all right, Demon Time New York could cosign for me. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. Demon Time New York is not at, it ain't been long enough, they don't got enough credit history. Noah Wall could sign for it, you know what I mean? And vice versa type shit. So I can do that way, you know what I mean? Like, it's mad different ways of going around getting those expensive machines. But those are things that like I said, I want to be a manufacturer. I want to make things. I want to, you need some shit like, yo, bro, I need this hat made. I don't want to go to Lids because they cost too much. Come to me then.
And you were saying that in the beginning, because you said most people probably not going to want the demon time thing.
Exactly.
You feel me? Other people going to see me. I'm spiritual. Certain things I just ain't, you feel me? But that still give you room to create an avenue for mad different shit, other people's shit, like anime, all types of shit. There's mad shit out there for real, bro.
And that's what, like for instance, you just said some crazy shit, and that just happened to me the other day. This dude, well, literally yesterday, this dude, he was looking for people to get into his store, but me not knowing he was a spiritual dude, I sent him my merch and stuff like that. He was like, yo, I'm looking for, dude at Eastview Mall type shit. So it'd have been a good spot for me to get into. Like, on the first year, I could get into Eastview Mall, but he didn't like the demon. You know what I mean? Like, he a God-going church person. Right. And like I said, Demon Time New York ain't got nothing to do with the devil or nothing. It literally mean, you know what I mean?
You were saying
but
in the beginning.
You don't know that because I'm not out here yet. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a Supreme, you wouldn't even think nothing about demonic when you see it, but it's just not enough people know me yet to the point where they see Demon Time New York. Unless you really a New Yorker, then you know, like, when somebody say Demon Time, you know exactly what they mean.
Now, his meaning behind it is tough. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm going after everything. If I want it, I'm gonna get it. It's
I'm on Demon Time,
bro.
like,
struggle,
literally, like,
word. That's all it is.
When niggas hear me, they be like, bro, he on Demon Time. That's why I'm like, alright, bet. I'm on Demon Time. That's a fact.
I respect it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I respect it. I fuck with the merch, I fuck with your movement, and I fuck how aggressive you are with your sales because you want it and you need it.
My daughter gotta eat from this shit, bro. That's really it at the end of the day. And really, my thing is, I'm not thinking, like I said before we got on camera, a lot of these niggas out here don't know what they want to do, bro. They just getting the bread, you feel me? They getting fly, they having fun, which is cool. But what you gonna do when you 30 and all that shit starts slowing up? Now you gotta go get a job. When you was talking, oh, I ain't getting no job, I don't want no job, but now you ain't had no plan. I'm planning to the point where at 30, I'm gonna be having fun when you gotta go back to work.
Somebody's gonna be doing this for you. You gonna be sending in bigger.
I'm gonna be cool, and that's really what my main focus is. And like I said, us as young men, feel me? Instead of killing each other and doing all this shit, we just gotta figure out what the fuck we want to do in life. That's really what it is, bro. A lot of these niggas just don't know what they want to do, bro. They just want to have fun right now in the meantime, but they don't know. They ain't got no plan. They ain't got shit. I got a plan. So to the point where I can't really be in the streets like that because I'm either at home, designing, you feel me, doing trapping, making some money, you know what I mean? I got a family. So it's like, bro, I got so much shit going on to the point where if a nigga even tried to put me into the streets, it's like, bro, go with him and get drunk and high, or go make some merch and make $100. I'd rather go make the $100, bro. We just about to get drunk and high. Who really gonna turn down money? You know what I mean? So it's like, y'all just gotta find y'all something to do, and I guarantee y'all gonna have a lot less problems, bro. A lot of less street activity type shit. Because at the end of the day, bro, that shit ain't making no money unless it's, you feel me, Kingpin, and Kingpin go to jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
one of my questions that I always like to ask a lot of our podcast interviews, I always be like, what is it that we need in Rochester to make the city a little different? And this is on that level. Like,
yeah, bro, niggas just need to, like for instance, y'all not out here in the streets right now. Y'all not clubbing, y'all not shooting at each other. Why? Because y'all out here doing something y'all want to do. Y'all at an interview doing what y'all doing, branding yourself, you know what I mean? So I'm not in the streets because I'm branding myself. My bro over there cutting hair, he doing something he want to do. Best behind the camera doing something he want to do. So when niggas get that mindset, bro, and like, all right, I don't have to really have a job to make money. I just got to figure out what I need to do, what I want to do, and put pressure to that. So like, I found out I wanted to make clothes and shit like that, you feel me? I put pressure to that. Y'all found out y'all want to do camera shit. Y'all put pressure to that. You know what I mean? That's really all it is, bro. Once niggas start finding out, like, yo, this is what I want to do, and apply that pressure, bro, watch that murder rate go a lot down, bro. It's just, niggas ain't got shit to do right now, bro. Niggas got bands. You feel me? They got bands. They getting some good pussy. You feel me? And that's it, bro. That's it. So now they feel like they've been in. But when reality hit, that 30, watch what I tell y'all. It's going to be a lot of friends that we know, bro, that's got money right now. When 30 hit, they're going to be working at FedEx, or, you know what I'm saying? And y'all going to be doing big time interviews. I'm going to be a big brand, you know what I'm saying? Bro going to be a big barber. You going to be a big cameraman. And they going to be like, damn, how them niggas get there? Because we was young, working. We ain't decide to young and fuck off. You know what I mean? So that's really what it is, bro.
I think this kids need activity, because you got to think, when we was younger, bro, it was a basketball tournament. Every weekend we was that. Our minds was always busy. The street shit was the last thing that was on everybody's mind. It was a basketball game.
But how can I say this, though?
Now it's like you don't see the Radio Strikes play no more. Nobody's going to play basketball. The parties is not even said to go to parties no more.
But this another thing. How old is you?
24.
I'm 23. How old is you?
I'm 23.
How old is you, Beth?
22.
We grown ass men. You can't depend on another man to tell you go do something with yourself. You know what I mean? And that's the problem with these niggas. They waiting for, like you said, something to open up. Nah, when bro posted I want to do an interview tomorrow, I inboxed him. You feel me? I found something to do. That's really what they gotta do, bro. Like,
a lot of times it be niggas that don't have the stamina either though.
They just want to sit back and, you feel me, cool out. Nah, bro, y'all gotta apply that pressure, bro. Like, y'all gotta real nigga shit. Y'all gotta apply that pressure.
Everything.
Yeah, y'all can't just be on some, oh, it ain't nothing to do in the town. Well, make something to do. You feel me? Like, for instance, my weed brand, I got some events for our tickets. I'm throwing an event because I didn't like the way the events was going. Instead of me just sitting there and be like, oh, now all the town events is ass, I'm going to complain. No, throw your own event. Put your money up and throw your own event. Now I actually have something to do. I got over 15 vendors coming, you know what I'm saying? I got a live DJ coming, I'm going to be there. Security going to be there. So, you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate y'all. Demon Time Exotics, man. Y'all know how we coming.
You're doing this thing. No lie.
And the reason why I got into the weed business is simply the fact is this shit is legal now. It's a lot of people that went to jail for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm doing my research. As I see, I did my research with this, so of course I'm gonna do my research with this because it's legal, and I want to make sure my daughter can eat off it. I got a daughter, bro. So for me, you know how hard it is for women to be out here really trapping, selling weed. But when it's legal and it's a legit Fortune 500 company, she could come up with her suit on and say, nigga, my dad owned this, I'm running this weed business now. And it'd be easier for her. So that's really why I push so hard on this shit and learning the legal part of it, because it's cool to just sell weed or whatever, get high, whatever y'all want to care, whatever you cool. But it's even cooler when you got that shit legal and you can put that shit in your bank account, and now your kids is eating off of Demon Time Exotics. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's really my main focus. It's not just to sell weed. Like I said, if you think that's cool, that's cool. Whatever you like. You feel me? But the real cool shit is owning that shit so your kids can eat it. You know what I mean? Because police come arrest me, God forbid, and this shit wasn't legal, I can go to jail. Now my daughter ain't got no food versus it's legal. You know what I mean? I die or God forbid something happened to me, she's still eating off this brand. It ain't go nowhere because it was owned. It's a legal entity. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And then you can also go throw events and, you know what I mean, do other different things that when it's legal, you could do. When it wasn't legal, you couldn't do. So I really focus on getting that shit legal, man. It's not just, let's just sell weed. You know what I mean? I see a lot of brands right now that want to stick in that gray market. Nah, go strategically legal. You know what I mean? Go strategically illegal, so that way, you know what I'm saying, your family can eat off it. Because when you in that gray market, and let's say the feds came and got you, because it's not federally legal yet, it's all state legal. You know what I mean? So the feds still got to catch on. But the feds came and got you, your kids ain't eating off that no more. You know what I mean? So therefore, when you legal, you can make sure they eat. And that's really what it's all about. Because at the end of the day, once you got a kid, bro, it ain't no more about feeding yourself. It's about making sure they eat at the end of the day. And I'm thinking about my daughter when she have a daughter, making sure they eat. You know what I mean? They ain't even born yet. She's 1 year old. They ain't even, I mean, like, she ain't even thinking about kids. Nigga, she's a baby herself. But that's what I'm thinking about. That's my vision, is like, all right, nigga, my grandkids gonna eat off this shit. Not just my daughter, because I know she gonna eat as long as I'm alive. But when I'm gone, how they gonna eat? You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to have to turn back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Pop's gone, granddad gone, so now all the money in the family gone. Nah. That's bad business. You know what I mean? It's like making shit set up straight. And that's what we need to focus on as young black men. I feel like real nigga shit though. Like, this shit legal now. Why stay in the gray market? That don't make sense to me, bro. Yeah, like I said, feds come, now your kids can't eat. Versus you going straight legal, you know what I mean? You ain't even fucking with the gray market type shit, and now everybody in your family around you can eat off this shit. You feel me? You want to pop up a new strand, you can. You ain't got to worry about, I pop this strand, I get him hot. Look at Kaz, God forbid. You know what I'm saying? They trying to use his strand as something against him because it was a gray market strand. It really wasn't fully legal. You know what I mean? Which is bullshit because it's New York State. It's legal. You know what I mean? So but that's the feds. He dealing with the feds. The feds can bring whatever the fuck they want to bring in. But that's just how it go, bro. And that just, like I said, that's just one example of many niggas that's in the gray market right now that, you feel me, they may get picked up by the feds, and now the feds is trying to use the weed shit when it's legal in your state. You know what I mean? So it's like, go legal, man. Go legal. Whatever you do.
Definitely pop out to this shit.
January 1st, the day after my birthday, man. It's New Year's Day.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm coming, bro.
That shit, it's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be lit.
Yo, Bess.
Yo.
Popping out, bro.
We there. Michael was talking about it the other day.
Fuck it, we there then, but this is my type of shit, bro. I'm pulling
pull up, Brody, one more time. You know how it's coming. I'm gonna show y'all. Let me stand over here real quick, just so y'all can see how the sweatsuits look. These are how they look on people.
I don't got the full sweatsuit on, but
You know what I'm saying?
we got the hats.
Anytime you need a cut, pull up, we in the shop. Anytime you need za, pull up, we in the shop, man. We got the hats, everything.
And we for the kids.
Yeah. First 10 kids pull up, I got them. Pull your kids up, man. Come to the shop. First 10 kids, type in best and say Mike name. I got y'all, man. No cap.
So I got another question. You got the hoodies and stuff, you got the merchandise, you got the weed. you said you want to do real estate. Is there anything else you want to do with your brand? Like as far as Demon Time, like how far do you want to expand your brand?
The main part of this brand and why I focus on saying like I'm on Demon Time is because like for instance Virgil, God forbid, well not God forbid, but God rest his soul, but he just died and his family's still eating off the licensing. You know what I mean? He owned the licensing of his brand, but he sold Off-White to Louis V Men's Warehouse or some shit. It's Louis V LVMH. That's the abbreviation for the company that he sold it to. So they actually own Off-White, but he just owns the licensing. I want to become LVMH. So to the point where, like, for instance, I'm gonna use a couple brands from like black brands, like Cool Kai. You feel me? I want to go when he going to sell his, instead of selling it to a Louis Vuitton or something like that, come sell it to Demon Time New York. So I want to get a lot of black brands so they can stop really selling it to the white people, bro. Because at the end of the day, when you sell it to them, our culture, I feel like purposely is being used. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because Off-White was something big between our culture. White people really wasn't wearing that quite yet. You know what I mean? So we should, if he would have sold it to another black people, bro, I'd have feel like it would have stayed in the culture. It'd have stayed relevant. Now, not so to say now, but once he sold it and then moved to Louis Vuitton and just started designing and stuff like that, people start weeding off Off-White. It started losing its value. You know what I mean? So when we keep stuff in between us and we the culture, we created this shit. A lot of this shit that go on, you know what I'm saying? We make what shit is hot, bro. If we stop wearing Louis Vuitton, they will go broke. Real nigga shit, bro.
When we the smallest of the population too. We're not even that big of a population.
Exactly, but we
control
influence
everything.
Like I said, if we stop wearing it, a lot of other cultures are going to stop wearing it. Right? Not just so to say, if we stop buying Louis Vuitton, they're going to go broke. No. But the influence that we're going to have going to cause this generation, and not just for the generation, this culture and this culture and this culture to stop buying it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, keep our shit in our culture, bro. Like, it's a lot of shit that we think is black owned, but it ain't black owned because it's sold to a white company, bro. No, keep it black owned, bro. When you feel me, don't create a black brand, like I said, Off-White, and then go sell it somewhere else, bro. Sell it between us. You know what I'm saying? Go sell it to Rockefeller. I don't care who you sell it to, but keep it in between the culture. Because we the one who made the shit hot. Why get the shit hot, you feel me, sell it to this man, and now the culture think you still own it, but you feel me, we just pay in his pocket.
So that should go.
Nah.
Keep it in the culture.
Yeah, I want to get this. Basically what LVMH is like a holding company. It owns, it don't create nothing. It just owns a bunch of other companies that create stuff. Like it owns Off-White, it owns Louis Vuitton, it owns this, it owns that, it owns that. You know what I mean? So I want to get Demon Time New York to the point where it's like that, where I see other black brands and designers and he may be struggling, he trying to sell his shit.
Yeah, you fuck with it.
You know what I mean? Come, I'm gonna give you a partnership with me, type shit, and we can brand it like that. So that's really what my ultimate goal with Demon Time New York is.
So you damn near want to be the shark of the industry then.
Not so to say the shark, but I just want to keep everything in house.
And it's a lot of because he probably ain't going to inspire so much and create so much that so many people, instead of going through the struggles that he went through, they're gonna be able to go straight to the source. He's gonna be the source for a whole lot of it in a way.
Exactly. That's really what it's about, is being the source of our own culture, bro. Because we not the source of our own culture. We the source of what we make hot. Yeah. But where we gonna spend our money? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Where we get gas and other things in them white stores. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I fuck with Master P. You know what I mean? Like, niggas scrolling past his shit. Nah, watch what that man got to say, bro. Watch what Master P got to say, because a lot of this shit, like I got branding going on, is because of something I learned from him, and he don't got nothing to do with making merch. He ice cream, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he got other shit that I see, like, you know what? This nigga got a pancake mix, he got ice cream, he trying to take over the whole corner store. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about that, bro. All the corner stores over here, you go in there, ain't not one black product in there, bro.
Fill them bitches up. Let's fill them up.
Let's fill them up, bro. Create what you gotta create. Get that bread right. You know what I'm saying? Learn. Get these. Y'all got people like y'all, you know what I mean, for interviews. That's why I thank y'all, man. I'm gonna give y'all some shit when we leave up out of here. But I thank y'all for the interview, because if it wasn't for y'all, you know what I mean, I'd have just been at home right now designing some shit. But it's most important to get my name out there, bro.
We appreciate you for letting us interview you. Pull up in our
Definitely,
shop.
bro. Anytime.
Appreciate you, OG. You know what I mean. We appreciate pulling up, bro. We appreciate you showing us your merch and putting us on how you built it, how you started it, how you hustled on, and you ain't even been in it for a year full straight. So you came a long way. You dropped 3 different versions of your shit within 8 months. That's amazing, bro. All I can say is keep going. I like what you're doing, bro. And I'm here supporting.
I
So
appreciate
maybe
y'all.
we could, maybe down the line we might have to collab, bro.
Oh, we can collab any day, bro. I'm ready now. You know what I'm saying?
Collab,
Definitely.
I'm with it whenever, bro.
For real, for real.
I just got monetized, so talk to me. We can do it.
That's a fact.
For sure, though.
And like I said, if y'all need custom shit, Ill Graphics, the Ill Graphics on Instagram. I'll make all your custom, whatever you want. Just
Yeah, I was
hit
about
me.
to say that'll probably be my lane to hit.
You know what I mean?
Would you even do personal shit though? Like probably not no big shit, but probably like 2 or 3 kind of looks. Would you like fuck with that too?
Yeah, that's alright. So this don't always pay. You know what I mean? It's days right now because, like I said, I'm only 8 months in. Today I didn't make no money off sweatsuits. You know what I mean? But I got sweatsuits type
But
shit,
you
but I just
never
didn't make no
go.
money. So that's where that shit come into play. You feel me? Instead of having to go get a job, I either, you know what I'm saying, got the legal ZA, or I got the L graphics where, like, say you may need stickers. I deal with a lot of people that sell ZA right now because, you know, it's legal. People trying to brand themselves. They need stickers. I'll make your stickers. You feel me? I charge $1 a sticker. You feel me? Come out just like this. And I charge $50 to design them. So if you already got your own design type shit, you just need the stickers, $1 a piece type shit. But if you need me to design, it's $50 and then $1 a sticker type shit. So that's another way I make money. You need t-shirts. I got this one dude, his name Rivera Home Improvement. He hit me like once a week. Every time he get new employees, he needs shirts made. He made, like right now it's long sleeves. So now I'm just making long sleeves. He may get, because he do construction, so that's an in and out business. He need maybe 10 shirts this week. Next week he might not need none. Next week he might need 10 again type shit. So I make t-shirts for him. People that just need like simple design. Say you don't even want merch made. You just want a design so you can, because right now I don't got the embroidery machine. Say you want something, a design made so you can go get embroidered. I'll design it for you. Whatever you need type shit. Like I literally, whatever you need, any design work, I made the logo for the shop. I made them shirts for the shop. Like whatever you need type shit, I'll find a way. I ain't telling you no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, he's serious.
real nigga shit. You need your roof done? I know a nigga that can do your roof. I'm a middleman there, bitch. I'm not telling you no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's really what it's about, bro. I'm too young to tell you no, bro. I can find somebody. I know how to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna tell you no. And that's real shit. If you need your roof done, let me know, cause I know somebody. And that
We'll get up there, no funny
what?
shit.
What?
We'll get up there, man.
That's a free bed every time you find somebody.
I
What?
love the
Nigga?
hustle,
What?
bro. I love the hustle. Stay
right.
tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, bro.
All up.
Keep fucking with us. We
All
fucking
up.
with y'all, so keep fucking with us, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
And you know that. We out.
585, we put on for the city. We want rumble, who with me? Nothing but hard hustle, grinding, we gritty. Summertime, no, it's bound to get litty. So we put on for the city. 585, I just hope that they hear me. Yeah, keeping the G, keeping the G. Always with my nigga Kcee. Yeah, keeping the G, keeping the G, keeping the G. We put on for the city.